Good evening. Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine. I'm about to give a really unpopular opinion, and I'm sure it's going to be especially unpopular amongst women.
I'm Gray Mars. Break a record by being with 100 men in one day. And right after she was done, she recorded a documentary.
I'm a vegan weed. Call yourself fresh and wear the same weak ass turtleneck on every show. Goddamn. Then we got goddamn the Sudanese Sambo. Bruh, man.
And I'm Enzo. Bringing up in my lives is they're like, oh well, he's violating the Constitution by having a meme coin and him making money off it in office and everything like that. I was like, if that was the case, like there would be lawsuits up the ass and impeachment in court.
I'm skeptic. Like I always say, don't let anybody trample on your constitutional rights.
I'm Mia. That's not a correct power dynamic in my mind. Typically, the people that are trying to be removed are not in control. That's why they're easily being removed.
Yo, that was fire.
Yeah.
I like that, though. I like that.
The person that's dealt with some people in the industry, I can personally tell you, most of them are bullshit. Most of them got something going on and they're crazy, and they will have you. I'm talking about they'll have you crazy.
Yeah, you look professional, bro. You look real professional. Case, like Slim said, it's the beginning, man. We're gonna see more. It's gonna unfold, and
that mean I'm doing my job.
Hey. If we sit there and be old school, we gonna miss the boat. You know, a lot of this kids 19 years old buying houses with Bitcoin, buying Maserati.
Wow.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this panel show are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of this channel, its affiliates, sponsors, or production team. This content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. We encourage respectful dialogue and critical thinking around the topics discussed.
it's gonna come out how it come out. You feel me? Yo, none of this is rehearsed. Everything is off the top.
Vulgar. Welcome to the man cave.
Yo, what's good? Welcome to the man cave on this good Wednesday night. All right, we got a good show for y'all as always. Never a bad show over here. Like I said, we're gonna get to that main topic, but we got a few things to cover. We got a couple guests with us tonight. You know, it's two of us out here, man. Hey, y'all left us hanging, man. But we held it down, though, right?
Hey,
I had to leave on Monday, guys. I'm sorry.
not only to the man cave, I apologize to the audience.
Oh, nah. Hey, we got stuff to do out here. You know what I'm saying? All right.
But
so,
yo, real quick, the intro is fire, man. Whoever came up with the intro, kudos.
Nora did that. I'll definitely let her know you said that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, it was fire.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all could have had me saying a little something crazier, though. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I guess I'll go ahead and kick off with the first video. Hey, Democrats, after I show this first video and y'all see what I'm talking about, y'all can send some of that 20 million to the man cave. We could teach y'all a lot. I don't want to give it away. I'm gonna play the video. But if y'all see this, y'all give us some of that 20 million, we'll tell you how to solve your problems.
God, I'm scared to see what this is.
Also, young voters, another way to say that. And now I want to talk about men. And here's something from the New York Times. This is written by our friend of the show, Shane Goldmacher. The prospectus for one new $20 million effort obtained by the Times aims to reverse the erosion of Democratic support among young men, especially online. It is codenamed SAM, short for Speaking with American Men, a strategic plan, and promises investments to study the syntax, language, and content that gains attention and the virility in these spaces. It recommends buying advertisements in video games, among other things. So you're the man here. I will not mansplain you. All I will say is, duh.
Yeah, I know. Look, they should have probably recognized this a couple of cycles before when this trend was growing very apparent. This was a huge problem for them in the past election cycle, and they need to figure it out, because right now the Democratic message is really all over the place. What do they exactly stand for as they head into the midterm elections? But right now, it's a hope, really, among the Democratic leaders that that voters will recoil what they view as overreach from the Trump administration. They will make the argument that they need to be a check on Trump's power and to use Trump's push to move ahead with this so-called big beautiful bill, which rail about the tax cuts and that do benefit wealthy taxpayers, also other taxpayers too, but that does have an impact for them, and the impact on lower income working class voters, the healthcare cuts that they can face. Can they make that effective argument to win back the majority? We'll see.
Gray.
You just should have showed the funny part. Have you seen the girl that they put in charge of it?
Nah.
It's a girl that's like extremely obese, like not going out the but they put a girl that's like
they already failing. God, you gotta look that up.
I'm gonna put it on the screen, but yeah, they put a girl that's like real big for them to go after men. But I mean, it makes sense. Like they have a problem with men voters. So like Democrats are used to winning the popular vote. Even when they lose an election, most of the time they win the popular voters by the Electoral College. So they're not used to being in this position. So they like, we got to figure something out. And they just throwing spaghetti at the wall. Like, I'm going to put a picture up. Go to the next picture.
Man, they ain't throwing no spaghetti at the wall. They deflecting. I'm going to let y'all speak, then I'll give my opinion. It's some bullshit. Enzo over at 85. Can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, you muted.
The founding fathers, yo. I'm going to just go with them real quick, right? They basically had it to whereas, women shouldn't vote and couldn't vote. Whatever that reason was, I believe we're seeing it in the Democratic Party. I don't know what the reason was. What I'm saying is it was a reason for it. And you're seeing it in the Democratic Party. So it's an emotional scenario. Why go after men? Just another reason to do so. So at the end of the day, I told you guys before, it's an attack on masculinity with the Democratic Party. Period. They love debaters. Leave it at that.
Enzo.
What the fuck is that thing?
Yo.
Embarrassing in her new role as a Democrat's young men recruiter, Olivia Giuliani reportedly reached out to 4 fraternities at UT Austin and Texas A&M to come speak this weekend. All 4 turned her down. This is the person they picked to reach out to men for Democrats.
You think she gonna work? You're a Democrat. You think she gonna work, Greg?
You gonna try to put me on the spot for that? I felt like that was a publicity stunt. I was like, there's no way y'all doing that as like a major publicity stunt. There's no way that y'all really mean that.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Vance 2028. We got this.
It's done. It's done. They already lost. They already lost. If that's
they already showing they Kamala shows she can't budget. We already see the stuff that we were putting money on, wasting money on. Now y'all want to say we're gonna spend $20 million. Y'all not even in the government. This is the DNC. We want to spend $20 million, and this is who y'all pick. Come on, man. There's so many.
To the store, got a new job.
They could have sent some money to what's the chick name? Karine. Karine, they could. Hey, if you stay with the Democratic Party, we'll give you $500,000 or something to head this. Like they could have gave it to her.
They going.
I'm just saying. They could have gave it to Jamal Bryant, somebody.
Yeah, they wilding for that one.
Man, I don't know.
Hey, it's not too late to jump ship.
Yeah.
We're still taking people. It's okay.
I don't even know.
DL Hughley, somebody, but I don't know, man.
So y'all didn't know that? Y'all didn't know about that?
What?
I've seen something
You
with
see
her.
that?
Like,
Oh, okay.
like I've seen something. I didn't know that's what it was though. Because I've seen
I
her
just heard
plenty of
it.
times. Because
But
she's
you
the
know
one that
what?
said something about the menu. Then whatever it was when the Democratic National Convention happened, she was one of the
Yeah.
poster childs for that. I mean, she's the whole poster. I mean, but, you know.
Oh my God.
Did you speak,
Democrat
Enzo?
to finish, bro.
No, I didn't.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, y'all are cooked. Great. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. If y'all want to reach out to men, just go get some like college age blonde and brunettes and put them in a fucking bikini or something. That'll get men to the fucking Democratic Party. You
It's
don't
still
gotta
not.
spend $20 million on that.
That's not gonna work either.
It might.
Nah, because you
Oh,
know
yeah.
what? They trying to do everything, but give men the leadership back. That's their problem. That's why men are running, because we are naturally leaders. The ones who are leaning conservative are leaders. They're fighters. They're warriors. You got to speak warrior talk to us. You can't speak all this feelings and soft era bullshit, because we're not hearing it. And that's not what the left is about right now. They think everybody should. That's why they went and got a fat bitch, because they think they want everybody in control but a man. How you gonna say we want to get the men back and then put a chick in control
like that?
I'm surprised they didn't go get like Dylan Mulvaney or some shit, some fucking trans, and make that the face of it. That surprised me that they actually took a real woman.
Wow.
Oh man, yeah, that would have been way. Anything is better than what they're doing. And never. That's what it's just like it's like a woman. I keep saying this, and I know I sound misogynistic, but it's just too true. It sounds like a woman in a relationship that would do everything but say I'm sorry and show some accountability. That's where the Democrat Party is right now. They can't apologize. Everything is our fault. They won't say maybe we're not letting men be men. They won't say that. It got to be something else. It got to be video games. It got to be this.
It's toxic.
I will play a video from this guy reacting to it.
All right.
So y'all can see it.
Eliminate like abortion, right?
That's my boy.
You can't make this up. You really can't. Okay, I mean, the Democratic Party is a full-blown clown show at this point. Seriously. And Don Jr., right, and others have responded to this, and he says, quote, "I 100% endorse this Democrat activist being put in charge of Dems' campaign to appeal to young men." I agree with Don Jr. I support it too, right? I support it as well too, okay? Because I think if Democrats put people like this out in front, right, of their outreach to men, I think that they're in for a rude awakening in regards to.
Do y'all feel like they trolling, or y'all think it's real?
Nah, it's real.
I think they trolling.
Yo, that chick look like she got sleep apnea and wake apnea. Like she just got it 24/7.
They whole policy structure, I thought they was trolling. Trust me, I don't put shit past them no more.
Because it's clown
win
world.
with Harry and Chris, so they put this one in front of us instead. That's what it is.
Like she can't even control her appetite. How you gonna control or run a segment or something? That's my biggest reason for having obese people in leadership. If you can't control yourself, how can you be in control of something else? That's the issue with the Democratic Party. They want to include everybody. Like, no, you got to show that you can do something. If you 600 pounds, you can't do shit. That's all I'm saying. That's the issue. That's why they can't reach men, because it got to be some type of merit or hierarchy, or you got to earn something. That's if y'all want to fix y'all problem, get on, like, start making people earn stuff. Start kicking people out who ain't doing nothing. Men shouldn't be up here being soy boys, complaining about losing benefits and transitioning. They shouldn't be raising boys to be girls. If y'all can fix that, You'll fix your problems. Until y'all fix that, y'all just wasting $20 million. Just like y'all been wasting all the other money. What was they doing? Sending condoms to Africa or something like that?
Yep.
You better off doing that than putting this glob in charge of it.
I mean, if it's their money, spend it all. I don't give a fuck where you spend it.
I'm just saying, send it to the man cave. We can. I'm telling you, we got the solution over here. Send us. Wait, how much you want, Gray? $750
from them.
Yeah.
Oh, 750,000. Hey, I'll take
it.
Well, I'll take $7.
I mean, shit.
What you mean?
I'll take my hat off real quick. If they give it out 750,000, I'm a Democrat now. Let me get that money real quick, and I'm gonna put this right back on right after that.
That's man, yo, that made it worse. I already thought it was bad just showing that video. I didn't know they did that.
But you know what? It's moments like that that makes me say, I'm glad I left the left. That's a new song.
Yes. I got the beat. You want to make it? I got the beat on.
Hell yeah, we need to do that. I'm glad I left the left.
That's the song.
We can all get back in the studio. Gray, everybody. Let's go. All right. So to go off of that, I don't know if y'all heard about this. Y'all heard about Job Corps?
Yeah.
What's going on? All right, let me play the video. I'll be back.
Go to the wreck at about 1:30, and they broke the news to us, and they had us go to the dorms, pack our stuff.
The staff on site would not say a word to us, but sources tell us it was shut down after recent cuts at the Department of Labor, which oversees the program.
I didn't want him to be a statistic, so I wanted him to be focused and get his education.
16-year-old Carlton Davis lived here, and his mom recently lost their house, and there's more.
I have breast cancer surgery next week, so now I'm debating having my surgery canceled so I can make sure my son is okay.
I'm livid. I am livid. I cannot believe this.
Community activist Pastor Mo trying to help out here after getting calls from frantic mothers. He's worried about the short and long-term solutions for these kids.
The ones who are trying to get it right. This is why I'm so pissed off. These are not kids are in a youth home who got caught in a crime. These are kids who are trying to avoid getting caught in a crime.
Enzo?
You can come back to me on this. I really don't need to say it. I'm looking it up right now before I say anything.
Yeah, I know nothing about it.
Yeah. I guess it was part of the cuts or whatever. That I guess they supposed to be closed by the end of June.
So they're gonna highlight that one, huh? That's gonna be the new narrative.
Yep.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yep. Which I mean, I don't see an issue with it. Because I was just like Enzo. I didn't really know too much into it, and I started looking into it.
Yeah, no,
and it's really just a babysitter.
All right, so let me ask you this, right? What was it designed for? Because it's cut for a reason.
It was supposed to be to give troubled kids a career path.
And it ain't working, obviously.
Yeah, because I've known about it since a kid, growing up in the hood in KC. Like a lot of guys who dropped out of school would go there. Like my cousin that's locked up, he went there and became a concrete mason, but never got to use it because he was locked up at 19. But yeah, so it's really for like a lot of the troubled youth, but the program hasn't been what it's supposed to be. Like they say the graduation rate is like 38%, and they say the median income of a graduate or somebody to come out of there is $16,000. What can you do with that? You could barely buy a Nissan Altima with $16,000
a year.
Yeah, $16,000 a year.
Well, they go and get a trade. So some of the people, it's like he said, like it's low graduation rates, and then a lot of them not adding to society, so they're not paying taxes, and then they spending so much money for them. But like for example, like Volger, my cousin went there, but he became an electrician.
Yeah,
he owns his own business now, so it's like he's like successful, but everybody doesn't get it's not going to be successful. So like
Yeah.
they get a check though. That's another thing. Like they go to school and then I think it's federal benefits. They get a check for going to school.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a federal program, which
Yeah.
I think needs to be, if it's going to stay, I think either, you know what I'm going to say on this, the churches need to step in and fund it, or the state, not the federal government. When you're trying to do a program for 50 states, it's hard to look over. That's why it's low graduation rates, because you can't really police it. So I would say it should be up to the states, and then they should have some type of requirement or some type of minimum to keep getting funded. It's just like free money going over. So I can understand why Trump is like, nah, it's not really doing anything. It's just a haven for future thugs and meth heads.
Well, I mean, with college degrees, they get loans too. That's another big problem in America is all the regular college loans.
But yeah. Which I'm glad we need to do something about that too. Like if you can't afford to go to school, then I told you my solution. For the men, I guess the women too, since we being equal, make them do some type of manual labor for the infrastructure. Instead of just giving out school loans, there's things that need to be done in these cities and stuff that if you want these loans, you go put in a certain amount of hours while you're in school to do it.
Well, what the government wants is return on their investment. They want to pay for you to go to school, and then they want you to go work and pay taxes.
Yeah.
So, like that's like they feel like they're not getting a return on their investment with people.
Yeah, that's why I said have them to do. If they want to be in the AC and do comfortable jobs, then you got to do something uncomfortable for 4 years, until you can to get the money. To me, that's a return on investment. I mean, if I get a free education, I'll go fill in potholes.
The money's good. Why not?
Yep.
Like I just looked it up. Like yeah, you said it's 38% graduate, and it costs 1.7 billion in the fiscal year 25.
Holy.
So it takes in 25,000 people a year across the nation. At 38%, that's 9,600 that are graduating from it. And the median average or wage that they would get out coming out of there is 16,000, like you said.
Yeah.
So they're only bringing in $161,376,750 a year for those 9,000 people. I mean, I agree with it, just based off of taxpayer money going to this.
Yeah,
that's saving pretty much $1.4 billion a year, or 38%. It's the same thing with schools. If a school's got a failing like a low graduation number, they're gonna close that school and put them in a different school.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen in Florida plenty of times. Like they rezoned our area like 3-4 times because the middle schools there were shit.
So, Gray, as a Democrat, I mean, what's your?
I think that is bad because we already have a population that is uneducated, and then the other thing is like these are trade jobs. These aren't just like, okay, I'm gonna go get a history degree, I'm gonna go get an art degree. There's like real jobs where these people can go like work. Like one of the big things that's happened right now, I just read an article, and this is probably a part of the reason why they did this. Companies are hiring young men straight out of high school to do like trade jobs, electrician, plumbing, all of that, because there's so many people aging out that they just like, we'll get this young guy, just train him and pay for his license and stuff.
Yeah, apprenticeship.
Yeah, so I feel like as far as like electrician, plumbing, AC, I feel like that's the jobs that we want people to have. And I know some people don't want those jobs, but those jobs pay well, you know, like a corporate job.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel.
Any additional thoughts, Slim?
Nah, man, I'm good. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just looking for the next big thing for them to mess with my boy on, and it looked like it's brewing. It looked like it's
Something
brewing.
new every day.
I ain't even know nothing about this, but I see where it's going. You know what I mean?
But I mean, it's like I said, it's a dumping ground.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the cut.
Yeah, and that's why. Yeah,
they're gonna highlight
it. But it's like when because it's always the black community that's at the forefront of these things, or the first ones to complain. I'm like, when do we look at ourselves? Why, if that much money is being spent, why it shows a bigger problem? And like you said, they're gonna blame it on Trump instead of you already know where I'm going with this, fathers.
Yeah.
That's, to me, that's the whole thing. The left that was the left's whole mission, was to put all this stuff in place ever since the 60s. That was the whole mission, was to put these programs in place to replace the father, because they knew that this was going to keep being an issue. But they thought if we could just put these programs in the government, had a federal government funded, it would have the same outcome as having a father. And we're seeing that's not the case. Like I said, with the crime, the education, like I remember, I'll never forget. I just remember the 90s. Y'all probably remember this too. It was in rap music. Was talking about how cameras are going to be everywhere and you couldn't get away with nothing.
That's the reality now.
Can't get away with shit.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? You get away with everything.
All the way down to the green. Remember when Nas said, "Imagine smoking weed in the streets without cops harassing."
Yeah.
The first bar.
That's happened.
Real.
Yeah.
It's real. Especially in New York. They like in front of police officers, like, "Hey, what's up?" It's crazy.
I mean, is it decriminalized or legal?
Yeah,
or?
it's legal. Enzo will tell you.
It's recreational, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Actually.
Everywhere you went,
Look,
Enzo, I'm
every
sure
corner you
smelled
go
it,
to
right?
is a smoke shop.
Yeah.
Like Times Square, there's like 4 of them in Times Square. And then they got the buses outside too.
Yeah. It's a hustle now.
It's crazy.
So we got Enzo. It's part of Man Cave. That's are you still in New York?
I'm
Or
in
you
Jersey.
back? Okay. Oh yeah. My fault.
No, you good.
Well, I don't want to mess it up. You know what I'm saying? If I said,
I mean, that's
you in
fine. You
New
can say
York,
from
you
New
know,
York.
y'all
It
get
is right
offended
there.
like we do in Missouri. We try to sound in Kansas. But I think Enzo, you got some commentary about your experience at the Diddy trial.
So Monday, me and Nora from the new party, we went to the Diddy trial, the trial of a century at this point, because everyone's talking about it. It's on all TV. It was a very cool experience, honestly, because I never thought that I would be able to go to some type of court case like that. So to be there, like, honestly, I don't give a shit about Diddy whatsoever. I'm saying it straight up. I hope he goes to jail. But it was just very cool being there and like seeing him in person. I've never seen Diddy in person. I'll say one thing. He's pretty fucking scary without his sunglasses on. He like stared everybody down in the courtroom. Like that slow look at every single person before he sat down. And then was sitting there and like looking back and giving heart hands to everybody. It was just weird. Like, I don't know what it is or what's with him. Maybe because he's not on drugs now, that he's just acting weird. But he looks absolutely terrible. The Diddy that everybody knew is not there because 1, he's gained quite a bit of pounds, and 2, he's got like white hair and he looks like I said it to Nora, what did I say? He's like a mixture between Bernie Mac and Morgan Freeman. That's exactly how I explained him.
Damn, so he looks stressed out.
Yeah.
Like, so the day that we were there, they finally got the one co-conspirator to testify. I wasn't there for his testimony though. I'm pretty sure. Did it happen already, Gray? Eddie Garcia's?
Yeah, it happened today.
Okay, yeah. I haven't heard anything. I haven't looked it up yet.
Okay.
But yeah, he waived his Fifth Amendment right to not incriminate himself, and I guess they brokered him a deal for immunity. So he spoke and agreed to that, and then they had Mia Moore on the stand, talking about her like relationship or what supposedly happened between her and Diddy. Honestly, I just thought it was complete bullshit and it was a complete act. Because 1 minute she's looking down like this, talking like a mope, and the next minute she's up like this, being all happy, reading the text messages. I just thought it was performative. I'm like, am I watching like a TV show in a court case, or is this a real court case? Like, I can't tell right now. It seemed so performative to me. But yeah, and then we left, we got lunch, and then we stayed outside and like we went live, and I was just like asking random people on the street, do you think Diddy did it? What do you think about the case? A bunch of people said, oh yeah, he definitely did it, he's guilty. I think there was like 3 or 4 that said that. 2 people said no, he didn't do it, and a couple were just like, oh, I'm not sure, I don't even know what's going on. And then I gotta get the clip from my live. I got the video of Eddie walking out. Pretty much everybody was there was like giving him shit, kind of, when he walked out and got to his car. And then Diddy's sons walked out. I got them on video, and then Diddy's mother too. Like Diddy's mom, I'm like maybe like 2 feet away from her. So it was pretty cool. But it was a great trip, honestly.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as the new evidence coming out, Gray, Slim, where y'all leaning at this moment with it?
I think he's done, man. I still think he cooked like French fries. He's finished, man.
So do you think he guilty, or do you think it's a mission?
I think, again, the meat and potatoes is still on the way. There's a lot of stuff that dropped, but it ain't over yet. I salute him for fighting it.
Yeah.
That's the best I could say. He know he guilty. If he wasn't guilty, his people would step up. Think about it, who he is. You know what I mean? He ain't just Tyrone up the street. This is Diddy with people and colleagues and business partners. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like nobody knew about this. That's all I'm saying.
About
They just not stepping up.
The people he pissed off bigger than him. I don't want to say.
The liquor company dudes. I know what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
I don't want to say, but what I want to say, but what I want to, yeah. But
Johnson.
Right. But hey,
Gray.
Trump go pardon him.
He don't even like Trump. Trump don't like him.
I think with Diddy, with Kid Cudi, the stuff that Kid Cudi was saying, and like a lot of stuff the people saying, I feel like he might get hit with something. I still feel like he got a chance to beat the RICO. Just because like Diddy was doing freak offs, he weren't really like selling drugs or something like that, or like where like to me, what Diddy was doing is completely different from what the mafia was doing. So it's like, and that's what we learned RICO from. So that's my whole take on it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. And like I said, it's just like being against the whole Me Too thing and thinking it's garbage. Like I just feel like it's just a bigger version of it. To me, most of these women had plenty of chances to say no or walk away. What did Cat Williams say? Diddy likes to party, but you gotta tell him no. That's where I'm at with it.
He got Young Thug and A$AP Rocky attorneys. They both beat their case, so we'll see.
Yeah, like I said, from what I'm hearing, it just seemed like, him beating on women, definitely deserves something for that. But the rest of the stuff, I feel like anybody that was there was volunteering. Most of them. What? I'm just saying, I'm not about to tolerate nothing I don't want to tolerate. I was in love. Nah, forget all that. I didn't been in love, but
y'all don't think y'all
gotta
don't
be a
think
limit somewhere.
Y'all don't think this is like karma? You know, Biggie. You know,
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, like we still focusing on.
Nah, you know what? When I say it, I'm not, and this is not even say that I'm on Diddy's side. I do think he deserves a lot of karma. I'm just saying I think about things very, very logically. like what they pulling them in court for, and they're trying to prove. I feel like they're reaching. That's what I'm saying. A RICO, one man.
Yeah,
It's just
so crazy to me.
I just think those
it should have been some
unsolved
different
cases,
charges or something.
those unsolved cases regarding Pac and Biggie, I just think they on the way, bro.
But you know what I think it is too, like the fact that they had to go with these charges is because you can only go with certain charges on a federal level. The other stuff that I really think he's guilty of are state level charges.
Yeah,
And he's still facing all those cases too.
Huh?
So he's still facing all those state charges too. Even if he gets pardoned, he's still fucked.
Yeah. So that's why I think the stuff that he's really guilty of, like the domestic violence, that type of stuff, is going to be more on the state level. The federal just want their hands in it somehow. Why, I don't know. Well, I do. I have a
Make an example out of somebody.
Yeah.
Deflection.
And I'm not on Diddy's side either. I just feel like when your money long, you can beat a few cases. I mean, look at y'all boy, Teflon Don. He done beat
John Gotti.
It wasn't no real charges though.
Yeah,
But I'm saying
made up.
That's what I'm saying.
In general, if you have money, you're way more likely to beat a case than somebody.
Yeah, nah, you can't. Trump is a bad example. You gotta say
Trump's not the Teflon Don.
you gotta use somebody like O.J. Simpson.
No, when
There
you
we
say
go.
that, you talking about John Gotti. That's
Yeah,
the only
but-
Teflon Don.
They called John Gotti that Trump inherited it with his first term. Yeah, look it up. He did. He took it.
I don't agree. I don't agree with it. I don't
Harvey
agree with it.
Weinstein
That's not
money
the
was
same
long,
at all.
Yeah. Like I
Harvey
said,
Weinstein
John
money
Gotti
was real
talking about
long.
beating cases. John Gotti beat them cases.
like I
All
said,
of
the
them.
best example is O.J. Simpson. You want to use an example? Let's go with O.J.
OJ caught a body though. They just get freaky. I mean, that's a big difference. Like they just having
Nah,
a good
see,
time.
this is what I'm saying. Y'all focused on that part of the situation. Wait till those murder. I mean, I can't say those unalived situations come up regarding him, man. Somebody finna testify.
There's
You'll
two,
see.
at least.
You'll
He
see.
behind both of them.
Yeah. You'll see.
Yeah. Like I said, it's more logic, but I don't think Diddy is innocent 100% by any means.
Not at all.
All right. Speaking of Trump and pardons, we got a couple people still on the loose from Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
And one of them popped up. Someone played his headline. Get your opinion.
Oh, dude. I know where you're going now.
The last thing you might want to do is pop up on social media, but one inmate in last month's escape at a New Orleans jail apparently did pop up on Instagram, did it on Sunday. He called himself Antoine Massey and declared himself innocent of the crimes he's charged with, including rape and kidnapping, by the way. He also asked for help from rapper Lil Wayne and President Trump. The Associated Press says police pretty quickly raided a home where they thought the video was made. That's why you don't want to be on social media. 10 inmates, the background, broke out of that jail on May 16th. Only 2 are on the run. That's one of them.
So you think Trump pardoning people? Which Trump can't do shit for him anyway, but
Another dumb. Never mind.
I love Trump, but I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen. You start feeding the cats, they all start coming. That's why I tell you don't feed the bears.
That's not Trump's fault. That's the Annabelle doll's fault. They took that Annabelle doll out, and then those motherfuckers escaped like a day later. Okay. And how stupid do you have to be on social media of all places? Like, come on now. At least put a mask on.
Yeah, and he said that he said they let me out. You seen that video?
Yeah.
He said they let me out. I ain't. And then later on in the video, he said that's why I ran. So he's contradicting.
But if they let you out, man, I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. You ever open the door, try to let a house cat out? It is not going out that door. I'm just ain't no let me out. You escape.
Yeah, he done. He's even in a worse situation. I heard he organized the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was the ringleader of the whole shit. So that's even more charges. Just saying.
Yeah, they said he escaped what 5 other times.
Oh, for real?
Something, or no, he had other charges, but I think he's escaped before. It was 2 to 5 times.
He escaped as a juvenile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so to speak on like street politics behind this, like that guy's father ran in the streets with Lil Wayne father. You know when Lil Wayne talks about rabbit in the songs? That guy father ran with Lil Wayne in the streets. And like New Orleans is like has been like the highest murder capital a few years, and then like it's a lot of people in prison. There's a lot of like street stuff that goes on in New Orleans, like Birdman, Cash Money, like they really live like that.
Yeah.
You know, so
New Orleans asked Lil Wayne to get his ass in the studio. That's what he should have did.
Oh, he should have became Lil Wayne?
He should have did something.
Yeah.
Now he asking his brother to get him out of jail. Help him out. Nah, Lil Wayne ain't gonna do it. He ain't even gonna respond to that. You watch. He don't live like that no more.
Yep. He didn't get through it enough.
Kicking his ex-wife out the crib. That's what Weezy got going on. He kicking out families in the street. You know what I'm saying? That dude ain't gonna win. He in trouble.
Y'all know he's coming out with another album?
Carter
I just found out
6.
about that.
Carter
Like,
6.
nowhere.
Man.
Like no hype.
I don't know.
I don't know. When is it supposed to drop?
Like in a week or two, I think, right?
Oh, for real?
I'm wrong. Something like that. Right?
I don't know if I'm ready for another Carter album.
I fuck with Lil.
Okay, sorry. 2 days. Friday.
Oh, it's coming out this week.
Yeah, Friday.
Nice. I'm gonna check it out.
Old ass Wayne, man.
Wayne still got bars, man.
The last one was not the best. I'm not gonna lie.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Anything after 4 in my eyes ain't good.
Yeah, but people gonna listen to it anyway because it's weird.
Absolutely. Come on.
I really see it.
I said him and Eminem just need to hang it up. Like, listen.
Nah, Eminem still got bars though. Wayne
I
just
didn't fuck with the last album. I'm not gonna lie.
The last
He
album
tried-
you ain't
bro,
like it.
Like, nah, he just tried to recapture his old shit from from Encore, and I didn't like Encore to begin with, because that was just like complete satire in my eyes. That wasn't a real M. That was just like him just dissing everybody and on drugs the entire time, and that's exactly the vibe that I got from this. I'm like, the last album that I liked like that was Relapse, and that was it. Like Recovery was great. Marshall Mathers LP was great. Kamikaze was good. And this one, I just can't. I don't like it. It's not his best in my eyes.
Damn, I kind of like that album.
Like, there's like a couple songs. That's it.
Yeah, Kamikaze was cool. That's the last one I
was
heard.
good. Yeah. Evan Joyner on that. Oh no, what Lucky You? That was my favorite song off that album.
Yeah.
All right, man. It is the month of God's promise. I mean, the rainbow. Pride.
No, we canceled that.
Huh?
No, I'll just wait.
You canceled it, but not the NFL.
The Eagles did. Go Birds.
Pride Month, the NFL has put out a new ad just letting everybody know how inclusive and affirming they are. Here it is. Football is gay. Yeah, well, it is if you're a 49ers fan. Sorry. Thank you, NFL. Thank you, NFL. That's so brave of you. You know, not every NFL team put out a pride message. In fact, these 12 teams right here did not put out a pride message on their social media. And there was a lot of players actually that had a problem with this pride ad from the NFL, including former Cowboys great Dez Bryant, who put out a tweet and said, "Football is gay, football is queer, football is transgender. These are wild statements to make. Excuse my silliness. I'm going to proudly tell my boys football is none of these things. I have nothing against gays, but this is far from right." And he's totally right. Thank you, Dez Bryant, for like speaking up and giving a voice to sanity, because the NFL has lost their mind. I don't know what Roger Goodell is doing. Maybe he's coming out as gay soon. I don't know. But football is definitely not gay. The only thing that was right in that whole ad was the American part, that football is American. Let's stop with the woke stuff, man. This is so ridiculous. Happy Pride Month.
Don't rush to go first.
I want to hear what Enzo had to say. What you were saying, Enzo?
So, Pride Month is gone. Okay, I'm gonna say it straight up. I'm getting so much heat on Threads and Twitter and everything for it. My shit blew up. It is American Pride Month. That's what this is. Not Pride Month for the queers and all of them. I'm sorry, y'all had your fun for 4 years. It is what it is. Let's get back to fucking reality. If you're gay, you're gay. If you're lesbian, you're lesbian. That's fine. The rest of this shit, mental illness. I'm sorry. I'm saying it straight up. This is my hot take. I don't care. Come for me. When it comes to NFL and everything like that, yeah, sure. Football is transgender. Okay, let's get a biological woman who says she's a man and line her up, or him, whatever it is, in front of like Ray Lewis or something. You want equality, right? Okay, cool. We'll put you in there.
Take your time, Pastor.
Like, I'm just so sick of this. I'm sick of it. I've been sick of it for the last 4 years. This is, I'm sorry, Gray. I'm not coming at you, or I'm just coming at your party. This is coming from the party of inclusion, love, peace. Unless you disagree with me and you say these people don't exist, or you have a different opinion, then you're a fucking bigot, you're a racist, you're a piece of shit, you're this, you're that. That's so inclusive, so love, so peaceful. Like, I'm just saying it how it is. Like, I know not everyone's like that. I'm not saying everybody, but if you disagree with Pride Month, you're labeled as all of that. You're homophobic, you're transphobic, you're this, you're that. What happened to just being gay and being lesbian and being bisexual? What happened? Why can't we just go back to that? That was fine. No one cared. We're not taking away your fucking rights on that.
And you know what happens if you try to be straight? You get criticized. A lot of people in the NFL went after Butker, or had something to say when Butker spoke at that seminar or whatever it was at the Catholic church with the women, and they were trying to cancel him over it. So I'm like, how is it that we can sit out here and push pride, but then when we got somebody that's pushing families, we're just gonna keep the race going? Because pride, y'all not doing shit. You can't make kids.
Exactly.
You can't understand that we're celebrating cancer. That's what cancer is, the death of cells. When you stop producing the right cells, you gone. So that's
so
like
funny.
We got Pride Month, which celebrate the progression of cancer, and then we got Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, which we supposed to be speaking against it. Which one is it?
Makes no sense. And it's so funny that the same people that are pushing for abortions to be legal are the same people in this community who 9 times out of 10 are with somebody with the same sex. So make sense.
Shit, I guess they both abortions.
Like, they want abortions. How are you going to get an abortion when you scissoring?
No, but that's what I'm saying. You can't even. It's a form of birth control.
That's ridiculous.
Slim, I know you itching to say something.
I mean, all right. I don't know, man. It's like the NFL is the NFL. I mean, like I said, the attack on masculinity is always going to be in my mind. But those 12 teams that didn't elect to put it on their website, I think that they're going to have, criticism because they didn't do so. It's just a matter of time. The season is about to start. All eyes is on the NFL, the trades. And these are the things that, you said it best, Volga. It's like keeping these ideas in people's heads, man, keeping all this stuff in people's mindsets. And they're trying to force the normal on us, and it's not normal. It's like they want us to believe like this is okay as we move forward in society. And the reality is it's not. And it's like they continue to push it. So it's a touchy subject, man. But right now, with my president in office, I say the hell with all that shit, man. Let's play ball. If you do you, you do you. What's your boy name to play for the Bears? The painted fingernails, Brody. It's Caleb or something, the gay dude.
Yeah, I know. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, man, to each his own. He fruity as hell. We all know it. And it shows that he ain't doing what he did in college. Like, you dealing with real bros out there on that field, man. So, I mean, if you come out, just don't try to make it normal. Don't try to make it seem like, we have to agree with it, man, because I don't.
My take would be, from what I've seen, and this also brings me back to the overweight chick going for the men for Democrat votes. To me, this seems like greed to me. Like, we're gonna do the craziest, wildest stuff because we're gonna get people to talk about it. And this is what I feel like with NFL. Nobody's gonna boycott NFL and say, "Oh, you know what? We're not gonna watch the NFL because they said this pride thing." But these people over here who don't watch sports, now they think we're their ally. Now we go get them to watch. We go get our ratings up off of them. The same thing I think with the overweight chick. Like, oh, we go do this, and then people go talk about it, and then we're gonna be all over social media. So I'm starting to feel like we just falling into like an attention, just marketing consumer lifestyle in America. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree. And I thought about that too. I was like, it's a lot of pandering. Like they don't really care. It's just they see green. And to me, what I hate is how it hurts society. And like I said, that's why I don't really talk about these issues. The alphabet community, I really don't talk a lot about it. Because I don't care, but I don't like it being pushed. That's the only thing, because I feel like once you make that decision, you're literally saying, I don't care about the progression of humanity, in a sense, right? So, I mean, it is what it is, but at the same time, it's your choice. And I forgot what I was gonna say. So, but yeah. So that's my thing about it. It is what it is. To me, it's a selfish move. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, when a lot of people say they feel a certain way, I'll say, hey, I feel like I want 100 women. I'm a man. I got pretty high testosterone. Like, when I'm driving or I'm walking, I see the women now who they put on these skin tight pants and stuff to actually make their body look curvier. I want to go knock it down, but I'm with somebody. I'm married. I can't do that. I have to not do that. I have to stick to what I'm supposed to stick to. And that's what I feel like a lot of this stuff is. The obesity, the alphabet community. People just want to do what they want to do. And at some point you got to be responsible. And you got to have standards. And I'm like, to me, it's like, okay, you might like men, but what about family? Then you got some people who got kids and they rather divorce and go get with the same sex instead of staying with the parent to raise the kid. Because they like, hey, I feel like I like the same sex, so I'm going to blow up my whole family to go do what I want to do. And for me, I'm just like, I stick to my standards. I've never cheated. It's just never happened because I don't give into the temptations of the flesh.
Dang, but red pill, you don't cheat. I thought that was the benefit of red pill was.
I mean, you know what? People preach that. Like I said, what I say about that is, to me, cheating is making a promise to tell a chick she's the only one and you got 5 others. I told you I'm a thug about it. If I meet a woman, I'm not at that point. I'm like, you know what? We could do what we do, but I can't be monogamous with you. So I let them make the decision. You want to get this pipe, or we keep it moving? And you'd be surprised. Most of them be like, hey, I'll take the pipe as long as I can deal with it. And then when they get in their emotions, they move on. But I've never been one to tell a woman I'm faithful and I got 5 bitches in the background. It's not gonna happen.
For sure.
So that's what I mean by that. I got a video, Officer Tatum, talking about this. I'll play it real quick and then I guess we can do final thoughts.
All right.
Thing to do with you getting, let me not say that. It has nothing to do with you trying to drive a car down the wrong way or trying to get a car driven down your wrong way street. It has nothing to do with football. Keep that gay stuff out of football. If you gay, be gay at home. Don't associate that with football. Let me tell you why. No man in football want to know if you gay while we in the locker room naked. I played college football. We naked in there, right? When you got to take a shower, you got to take a shower after the game. You got to take a shower after practice. Bro, we in there got to take a shower together. They don't have dividers, and we all in there naked. You just know, bro, don't look down when you talking to me. We got eye contact, bro. Hey, what? All right, wait till I get out the shower. We can really have a good conversation. Hey, when I'm changing, you know what I'm saying? Let's put your shorts on first, and then we can have a conversation. But if I know you gay, how that's going to make me feel? Like, bro, hold on, bro. Hey, you looking down, bro. You looking down. And you can't tell me if you gay, you ain't in the best place on planet Earth to be a gay dude. Other men who are in the best shape of their life. My 6-pack, back on everything that a woman would like in a man, a gay dude got access to that in the locker room. I mean, come on, bro. You telling me you ain't aroused in here and you got a bunch of, this is what you like. It's crazy to think that somebody think that makes sense. I'm going to tell everybody I'm gay. Hey, dude, I'm the first openly gay dude. Hey, man, I want to change with homeboy. Homeboy tripping, bro. Hey, you lingering in the locker room too long, bro. You're lingering too long. You looking at, I saw you sack watching. Hey, man, we can't joke. We can't pop each other with a towel because he popped with a towel. He's serious. It's turning him on. Us, we not attracted to nobody in there. We popping each other, talking trash, but he in there lusting. He in there get turned on watching us pop each other with a towel, talking trash, wrestling. Dudes wrestling in the locker room, he get turned on. Do you know how I know that gotta be the case? If I was in the volleyball locker room, do you think I could be sitting there I ain't gonna look at him? What? Not unless I was gay, but as a straight man that's attracted to women, bro, that's like, if you're a Christian, of course, you don't want to be in that position. But before you got saved, I would love to be in the female locker room looking at them women naked. You know what I'm saying? The softball locker room. Bruh, a man can't keep his composure in there. I'm just being honest, bruh. Like, so that's why that gay stuff don't have no business being in football. We probably had gay dudes on our team. We had some dudes that were sus, bro. They were kind of sus. But you just keep it to yourself, man. We don't need that vibe in here. Just keep it to yourself, bro. Anyway, let me play with
Yeah, I just thought that was pretty funny.
I want to acknowledge Men's Mental Health Month. Thank you. It's also Men's Mental Health Month. And then I want to do this comment right here where he said too late Officer Taylor's a game amongst all these sport leagues. And then I agree with Kent because I don't know if y'all remember that one guy, I think it was on Oprah. Y'all remember like way back in the day when he came out, it's like, oh, I was gay and I was like hiding it from everybody and this and that. So I feel like with sports, there's probably some people that are gay that's might be why they like sports. So I'm not like that, but I'm just saying, like, if I was, you could go be amongst nothing but men. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't feel like you can control that. Like, it's just gonna be gay people around.
Yeah, it's the hyping it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know the NBA. Said D Wade, didn't he have his son on? I'm not saying daughter. I'm sorry. Didn't he have his son on something earlier?
Yeah, did we talk about that on the podcast?
Yeah, I'm not in Colorado, so I can say what he was born as. Y'all heard about that, right?
No.
They passed a law in Colorado allegedly that you can be, I don't know, arrested or fined or whatever for misgendering somebody.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Slim, what you think?
Man, I don't know, man. It's just I'm tired of this stuff, bro. I just wanted to be over it, but I know it ain't gonna be that easy, man. We just facing an uphill battle. And every story that comes out is just I'm not surprised anymore.
It broke your heart that the NFL did this?
I mean, all right. What I will say is during COVID, the NFL is the only ones that stepped up and was like, yo, you know what? We letting the fans in. We ain't dealing with this no more. So kudos to that. But it still lets you know that there's people involved with the liberal mindset that's in ownership. It still lets you know this. When they had all that stuff on the helmets with the BLM, you know what I mean? Things like that makes me like, oh man, but there's certain teams. And I did see my Steelers on there as one of the 12, so I think I'm good on that.
Yeah, the Chiefs ain't playing it either.
Yeah, the Chiefs was on the 12. They was on the list.
Yeah, they not playing it.
I mean,
A lot of the players and staff are very conservative. They just don't say anything because people are getting canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So they really just stay out of politics altogether.
Rizzo?
All I'm gonna say is when it comes to the NFL, I would rather have Taylor Swift take over the NFL than that. Okay.
It's gonna be the same thing. She gonna be setting up performances for Pride Month. It's gonna be all
No. Just Taylor Swift without that.
You can't.
Just damn it. All right, so
Taylor
you have fun with
Swift
Taylor
is
Swift on the
You didn't
Chiefs,
see what she was doing during the election. She's super liberal.
I know she's super liberal.
So if
that's
she
why I hate
takes
the
over,
No, I'm just kidding. I can't stand Mahomes, honestly.
yeah, she
Fly,
take
Eagles,
over.
fly.
It's gonna be sponsored by Lucky Charms. You're gonna have everything that got a rainbow on it.
No, keep it out of the NFL.
Lucky Charms Field. That's what it's gonna be called.
No Fruit Loop Field and Lucky Charms Field and Cheerios. No, none of that. No. We keep in the NFL. I want to go back to the old days of the NFL where you can actually hit the quarterback and not get fined for touching your quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Like, come on now. What happened to the physicality?
Shots
What
fired.
happened to fucking Ray Lewis just running over people?
Hey, that ain't Mahomes' fault. He playing by the rules presented.
Yeah, because he's a crybaby.
You ain't heard Mahomes cry.
Bullshit.
What he cry about?
I've literally watched this man have meltdowns because the call did not go his way. Every Sunday. That's why he got manhandled.
I mean, that's sports though. But I don't think
There's no crying in sports.
I don't think he crying after trying to have the rules changed.
Yeah, he looked in that bank account.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he not trying to have a rule, but yeah, you get passionate during a game. Who was it? The Bills that had some the overtime rule change, and then we end up beating them on their own rule the next year.
Oh yeah, with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did happen with him. Patrick.
All right. I don't know if we're supposed to talk about sports or not, but this the man cave over here.
For sure, of course. Enzo, what's your final thoughts?
So, it was a good show. Democrats, listen, you couldn't have picked a worse figurehead to get men back in your party. You're gonna scare them away because they're probably going to think that she's gonna eat them. That's probably what's gonna happen. It was a great trip to New York, Nora. Thank you, and New Party. Thank you guys for setting that up and having that go. And again, Pride Month is canceled. It is American Pride Month as well as Men's Mental Health Month. Let's stick with that instead of this Looney Tune shit that's going on for the last 4 years. Trump's back in office. It's over with, guys. Get over it. That's all.
Slim, what's your final thoughts?
Hey man, I'm with Enzo on everything with that. Yeah, man. I mean, just we need to get back to the book, man. We need to get back to man, woman, child, man. We need to get back to that. I'm gonna stress that every single day. I have a daughter. I have 2 sons, and I want them to grow up as a daughter and 2 sons. I don't need nothing to be switching around what's going on out here. So, you know, shout out to those that choose to go that way. You know, no disrespect. I'm not bashing them. All I'm saying is there's no reason to try to act like everybody should be agreeing with this. This is something that is definitely individually thought. You know, I also think you need a little bit of help. But with that being said, Man Cave.
Most definitely. First off, big shout out to Enzo and Nora. That's actually the first IRL in real life content that we've made. And they went out there as independent journalists. They stood in the cold. They end up meeting with a lot of people and doing a lot of stuff for the podcast. So big shout out to them. Even me as a Democrat today was like funny. Like it didn't even seem like real. Some of the stuff, like I'm a Democrat. I just wouldn't make gay synonymous with the NFL. And the thing with the girl that's leading it, that just was. I don't know if y'all trying to be funny, but I mean it was hilarious to me. I don't know. I don't even remember what other videos was about, but for sure, Man Cave.
No, they're not being funny. They're dead serious, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why they dead serious. Here's the thing: the 20 million, that's bullshit. They know it. It's a deflection. Because the thing is, in order to have things like Pride Month, to have all these extra things that doesn't advance society or help contribute to the family, contribute to furthering the human race, none of these things would be able to happen if you bought the type of men back that the Democrat Party has lost. That's why they left, because they're tired. It is in us naturally to lead, well, most of us, or the cream of the crop, right? The cream that rises to the top. So it's the 80-20 rule. There's only about 20% of men who are actual leaders. The rest are just, how they say, waste men. So that 20% is big, and you can't get them back unless you're going to do something to where men become the center again. The men have to become the center of the family, the 2-parent household. All these things have to come back. If not, y'all not going to win with men. So you might as well put the 20 million into something else. How you going to cheat the ballots or make people not have to have IDs, bring in some more immigrants, whatever it is y'all were doing, y'all going to have to stick to that. Because a lot of the real men, and now we got the red pill. And that's another thing that y'all trying to say, like the manosphere and the red pill is dying. No, it's not. And the reason why y'all saying that is because we our biggest threat. We the reason y'all lost. The biggest reason Democrats, liberals lost this season was because of the red pill and the manosphere. That's why they after it. That's why they trying to make it a bad name. And you got some real men out here who don't even know that, who's trying to run away from the name because now it has a bad stigma to it. Nah, stick on your principles, stick on your morals, your core values and standards, and let's keep running this. And let's put Vance in there for 2028. Man cave.